I opened the door up and I started walking this way real slow, and that raccoon was standing up staring. And I just said, "Oh hey." When I said, "Oh hey," he just went right back to eating. Looks like Tiny Tim is using his hands. That you right there? That right there, Tiny, right there, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, they keep showing pictures of you on my YouTube thing. They keep showing pictures. Did you eat that there fig Newton? You eat one fig Newton? It looked like he eat one of those fig Newtons, or half a fig Newton. Kind of chilly out here. I'm gonna see if he can recognize the the pecan bag. You know what this here is? Hey, you know what the pecan bag is? I'll go up here, you can read it. That raccoon, he reads the other day. He could read it the other day. He got the pecan bag right here. Pecan bag right here. I always get the pecan. You didn't eat out, yeah? Well, no, he didn't eat the fig Newton. He took one of them, eat about half of one of them there. The other one, he just got it out of the food bowl. He said that thing was in his way. It was in his way. Old Tiny Tim right there. Yeah. Yesterday I turned my computer on. There was a video about Tiny Tim from 1970, 1980s, and the day about tonight about 1:30. I turned my computer on. Here's another video about Tiny Tim back in the 1970s, 1980s. And Google and YouTube, they targeting me with Tiny Tim videos now. Every day I'm seeing more and more videos about Tiny Tim, the man from the 70s and 80s. I liked Tiny Tim back then. He was kind of funny. Old scraggly hair, long hair, just he was funny. You got these pecans. You want to come up with me? Get these pecans. Can you read right here? It says pecans. It says pecans right here. It says pecans for the raccoon right here. It says pecans for the raccoon. Now I bought that. That was £1. I bought that 3 days ago. I bought this bag right here, and right now there's about a £1/4 or a £1/2 left. I'm gonna come right here. Come here. Don't run off. Don't run off. Don't run off. You wanted pecans, didn't you? You wanted some of these pecans right here, didn't you? You wanted some of this bag right here? You see what this bag says? Come here. Come here. Don't run off. Come here. I got pecans right here. Come here. Don't run off. Come here. Come here. Now I got to get it open with one hand, Raccoon. He said, yeah, one hand right there, Raccoon. You got to get there with that one hand, Raccoon. He didn't care about me right then. He grabbing my hands, pushing my hands, pulling my hands. He didn't care right then. He just wanted them pecans. That's all he wanted was the pecan. Let's see if you get this pecan right here out of my hand. The other day you got the pecan out of my hand. You didn't even bite me none. You gonna get this one out of my hand? No. Now won't you get this one out of my hand, Raccoon? Yeah, I know my camera. I'm not real good with my hand, my camera. I keep looking at him and I'm not looking in the camera. Get it? That's a nice raccoon. He was real gentle. He was real gentle. They called him Gentle Ben sometime. I'll get videos on Gentle Ben now. That raccoon, Gentle Ben. Don't get 3 or 4 at a time. Nobody can see you when you do that. Everybody want to look at you eat. Everybody want to look at that little cute raccoon. That little cute raccoon. At 3:30 in the morning. He's the only raccoon that came by. It's 3:30, about 3:30. Get those right there. You ready to reach in the bag? That raccoon, he knows how to reach in the bag. He's pretty smart right this raccoon. Come here. Here. You want some pecans? Come here. Come here. Come here. Get them out yourself right here. Come right here and get them out yourself. Reach in that bag and don't bite me with your nose. Don't bite me with that nose. He's getting them pecans. He's getting them pecans out of that bag. Old bony butt I got. Yeah, I try to keep using these black bags that make that crinkly noise. That way they'll get used to it. You got your hands in there, I seen, Raccoon? That's what you get for putting 3 of them in your mouth at one time. He put 2 or 3 in his mouth. He couldn't close his mouth. He's a hog. That raccoon's a baby hog. They call him a pig. He's a baby hog. They call him a pig. The raccoon right there. That's you dropped that piece, didn't you? You gonna reach in the bag, get some more out of the bag? He's got his hands all over, rubbing his arms all over me. I got my finger stuck out like this right here. He's just rubbing all on my finger. I'll pick on him in just a minute. Hope he don't bite me. Don't bite me. Be gentle. Grab my fingers, playing with my fingers. Well, he's getting used to me. He's touching me. He's rubbing his arms, elbows, shoulder all over me. That's one reason I let him get him out of the bag. That way my hand don't bite me now. And you be gentle with my nose right there. He's rubbing his nose on my hand, rubbing his mouth on my hand. He's a nice raccoon sometimes. I got a whole brand new bag in there I bought yesterday. Yeah, I was talking about I bought those products 5 for $5. I only buy 1 or 2. In my app, watch out! Don't watch out with my finger. He grabbed my finger, pulled them out, and put his mouth up there to my hand, to my finger. He's pulling my fingers. But yeah, my app says I can buy that product for $1 each. And then, like I say, I just returned all of them that I had and got my money back. So corporation sent me an email, sent me a thing talking about go back to the store, get me a 2-liter Coca-Cola and get me a pizza free on them for the trouble I had to go through with over 33 cents. Just because the store didn't want to give me 33 cents. Now they give me a 2-liter. Watch out now! Don't put my mouth, your mouth on my fingers. He just put that knuckle. You can see all this. See slobber right there. You can see my finger. He just put my whole knuckle right there in his mouth. See how wet it is right there. You can see that black stuff, that dirt from his mouth right there. He just put that whole finger right, knuckle right there, all the way up right there in his mouth. He closed his mouth just a little bit, but he didn't bite me. He was just, I think he was tasting me, wanting to make sure that was me. That raccoon want to make sure that was you. Yeah, he had that whole knuckle right there in his mouth. I was holding the bag like this. Come here. Why did he run off for it? I did not hear anything. Yeah, I'm rebuilding my fence over there. My fence that I have over here that I said somebody might look into. I've had that fence used to be a deck. We used to have a houseboat up on the freshwater river. For about 15 years we had a houseboat, and we had a 8-foot deck going all the way around the houseboat, all 4 sides with an 8-foot deck. And anyway, the DNR, they made everybody take the houseboats off the river They said if we had a regular toilet and all that in the houseboat, which we spent $3,000 on a regular toilet, not a regular toilet, but a boat toilet. So we spent $3,000 on the toilet that goes in the boat, and we put that on the houseboat there. But they wasn't satisfied with that. After about 2 years, they just came back and said, "Well, everybody's just gonna have to move them because a lot of people weren't complying with the new laws." So they took it out on everyone. If you complied with the law, they didn't care. They just took it out on everybody. So they just made everybody move the houseboat because a handful of people didn't want to do what they was asked to do, what the law said. So everybody suffered from that. But anyway, the fence I have is it's 8 foot tall. It's 2x6 pressure treated boards, and it's heavy duty. Like I say, it's a 2x6, 8 foot tall, pressure treated, and I've had that since 1980 something or other. I've had these boards. That's when we had a houseboat back in the 80s and the 90s. It was nice. It was a nice houseboat. It was pretty nice. We had some good times out there on that thing. Go out and stay on that houseboat. There wasn't no electricity, no running water. We just had it tied up to the land. We just go up there, stay for a whole month sometime. Sit there and fish and go hunt something to eat in the woods. We do it during hunting season. It'd be kind of cold, kind of cool. But anyway, I'm just rebuilding my fence. It's 8 foot tall, 2x6. Pressure treated. Alright, I'm gonna stop this video. Stop.